as I have been showing you in my documentary series, the H-1B visa system is a complete scam. If you have not yet seen these that we're dropping, you got to go over to Sara Gonzales TX on YouTube. It is YouTube at Sara Gonzales TX. And you can find it. We've got a playlist for you. But you should start with the first documentary, then you can move to the part 2, and we've got more installments that we're just trying to get through edit to get to you. And so I'm totally blackpilled on this. We've got to make changes. We've got to get the people out who have already been exploiting the system. By the way, if these are people who are setting up fake companies to bring in these workers who may or may not be qualified, and these people have been here long enough that they have gotten naturalization, strip them of it, get them out of here too. If you came and you started committing fraud, you need to leave, as well as all of the other people who are still here on visas, most of them fraudulent. So anyway, you've got these, all of the scams. We're on to all of you with all of the different scams that you guys are doing. You're bringing in workers who just vanish into thin air. Our last one, part 2, it's like, where are the workers? They're at the office. 30 minutes later, where are the workers? They never came. They're still in India. They never came. It's just where are the workers? Nobody seems to know. So it's not just fake companies that fuel this scam. I've been going through this data, and I'm fascinated by this. You guys know this by now if you watch the show every day. Some might say, obsessed with figuring all of this out. And so I started noticing some pretty absurd job titles that were just popping up. And I thought to myself, you know what? Let's just compile a list of the craziest H-1B job titles that we've discovered along this process. Because I have to stress, I can't stress to you enough, it just so perfectly encapsulates the entire problem with this whole system. The point is to bring in only the best of the best. We couldn't find American talent to fill these jobs. Their workers are so specialized. There's literally there's no way. There's no way. There's no American worker who would know how to do this very unique, specialized skill. So I have to ask, why the hell we would need to be importing janitors? Job title, janitorial services. Business name, Sheena's Cleaning Services in Hyde Park, Massachusetts. By the way, for that very unique and specialized skill set, this person will be receiving a whole $31,200. By the way, Sheena didn't just try to hire one janitor. She filed 4 LCAs for janitors. Cannot find anyone in this country who knows a lick about cleaning a sink or a toilet, for that matter. We have to outsource. We are so exceptional here in America that we have to outsource the cleaning services to bring in an H-1B visa. Hell, we've already got all the illegals here. The Mexican illegals probably way better at it. I'm just going to say. Now, on the topic of H-1Bs, how about people working in retail stores? Retail associate here. Grills by Scotty in Decatur, Georgia. They are making $20,800 for selling grills, which, by the way, is only about $5,000 above the federal minimum wage. Everyone keeps saying this is not a plan where we're just importing cheap labor. Really? Seems to me like we're just importing cheap labor. We can't find any retail associate to sell grills. They don't exist. There's none in America. Now, on top of that, there's an extra layer of absurdity here because I see grills. I'm like, oh, they're selling a barbecue. No, it's like the teeth grills. They're the grills, dog. That's what they're selling. That's what they needed. They couldn't find anyone here. They couldn't find anyone here. And by the way, the teeth aren't that lucrative, I guess. The jewelry teeth. The bling bling teeth, I guess, are not that lucrative, Scotty, if you can't pay your workers more than $20,000 a year. We need, am I blowing your mind yet? I have more, but we need a foreign national to come to our country to sell grills Get the out of here. How about, have you ever wondered to yourself why there are so many Asian dry cleaners? We got to import them. We have to import our dry cleaning workers, apparently. This is State Cleaners over in Ann Arbor, Michigan, where this person, this dry cleaning worker with their specialized skill set, is earning $31,200. Couldn't find anyone in America. Needed to fill it. Who is going to dry clean my clothes? Well, we got to import a foreign worker for that as well. How about public relations specialists? Public relations, nobody, administrators of the Tulane Educational Fund in New Orleans, Louisiana, $65,000. No one here? You mean to tell me for 1 second, here in this country, in the United States of America, we're not producing enough blonde girls named Mackenzie who are graduating with public relations degrees that could just slide into that job? Nope. We had to import another worker. No public relations specialist in this country was good enough for the administrators of the Tulane Educational Fund. I'm sure. Totally believable. Now, here's another little tidbit, little explainer. We talk a lot about how we have all of these illegals and foreigners with these commercials, truck driver's licenses who are creating horrible crashes. Well, we're importing them on purpose. We're bringing them here on H-1B visas so they can be truck drivers. Truck driver, MBN Trucking LLC, Chicago, Illinois, $72,800. We don't have any American truck drivers here. Continue, please, to tell me how this is we are only doing this to import the best of the best, and we just couldn't find anyone who knew how to drive here. Nobody knows how to drive here. I would argue nobody knows how to drive here because we've imported all the foreigners. It's the foreigners who don't know how to drive, and now they're taking our jobs as truck drivers. It's maddening. Let me give you some more. Are you pissed off yet? You're gonna be. Interior designer. We can't find any. There's no interior designers here. Nobody knows how to make pretty houses here. Nobody knows how to make pretty interior here. M. Arthur Gensler Jr. and Associates, Inc. in San Francisco, California, had to import someone who's making $105,000 that an American worker could be making to decorate. We don't have any decorators here. Maybe it's just because it's a specialized, Oriental feng shui, decor that we just don't get. I don't know. I feel like they'd still learn it. I feel like they would still understand. I feel like if they went to school for it, they would still understand how to do it. Now that we've imported all of these people, we got a problem, okay? No, it's not the problem that we've got a bunch of foreign scammers in our country who are contributing nothing. We're contributing nothing. And by the way, that's not to say that we don't need janitors and we don't need dry cleaning service workers and we don't need interior designers and we need all of those things, but those are American jobs that are stolen, every single one of them. So on top of that, to add insult to injury, we need to give all these people that we've imported an opportunity to go on vacations back home to see their families. And unfortunately, we do not have any travel agents that we could bring from hire American, but we can hook these people up with their very own H-1B travel agent because who knows their home country like their own people? Travel agent with travel and cruises. How do you say that? La Jolla. I was going to say La Jolla. What do I know? La Jolla, California. $52,000. This person is being paid, which should be going to an American worker because, look, we don't know. No one in America knows how to Google. No one in America knows how to go on the computer and go search for flights. We had to bring in these workers. We're too damn dumb to be able to know how to book travel. What are we doing here, guys? Why is this still a program? What? Why? It is so enraging to me. By the way, USCIS, TikTok, I'm running out of patience. I'm uncovering all of this and I'm running out of patience. Okay? TikTok, Another thing that we have been getting a lot of tips on in our investigations is that, a ton of tips. It's the same song and dance. These people come in on H-1Bs. They work their way up the top. They work their way into management. They work their way into HR. And then once that happens, if they are in senior management where they are able to hire people, or they're in HR where they are directly involved in the hiring process, they only hire their buddies. They will never hire another American again. Let me give you a case in point here, okay? Gets even worse. This is like the inception of what I'm talking about. Apparently, a Mexican restaurant needs to import HR managers too. One can only guess what nationality this person is who works as the human resources manager for Burritos Mexican Grill in Valdosta, Georgia, where they make $72,800. Hey, who's going to talk to the illegal workers? Right? Who's going to be able to communicate to the illegals who can't speak English? Nobody in this country who's an American is able to speak Spanish. I know. We'll just hire in one of their buddies and bring them here, and then they can communicate. Like, it is beyond parody at this point. Beyond parody. A smoke shop in Plano, Texas, needs a new human resources manager, and they're going to pay them $90,000. $90,000 for Wizards Smoke Shop, LLC, right here in my backyard at Wizards Smoke Shop Human Resources Manager. By the way, you would think a $90,000 HR job, that business must be like popping. That must be extremely lucrative. No, actually, it's a shithole. Does this look like the building that would house enough employees to hire a $90,000 a year HR manager? Is it just me? Or do you think something strange is going on here? Okay? I'm not done. Art therapist at the Garden of Hope, Inc. in Flushing, New York for $50,000. And you may be thinking to yourself, as I did, what the hell is art therapy? Well, let me explain to you why. You're too damn dumb. See, this is why we couldn't hire you. You, as an American, nobody knows what art therapist is. Now, let me just explain to you. Art therapy integrates the fields of human development, visual arts, and the creative process with models of counseling and psychotherapy. So they utilize art as a means to treat a variety of emotional issues and to provide a sense of wellness and healing. And we don't have enough cuckoo birds in our country to be able to do that. There's not enough white, mentally ill women who fancy themselves as counselors. Hell, I've got one in mind right now who is cuckoo. Doesn't know shit about mental health, but I'm sure she could figure it out. Why are we stealing American jobs for these made up, absurd job titles? Now, you might think that art therapy is a really niche job, but apparently multiple different companies all over the United States were hiring for it in 2022. Of course, Joe Biden's America. Can't find an art therapist here. Can't find one. Got to import it. And honestly, as I'm going through these, I am like, I'm guessing. Like in my mind, I'm guessing who all, like, Grills, Scotty's Grills. Did we import that from Africa? I want to know. I know I don't get to know the person's name. Can I please at least know the country that these people are from? Honestly, just for my own personal amusement. I want to know. I want to know where the interior designer was from. I want to confirm what I already know to be true about Burritos Mexican Grill.
Hold on. Would a real Mexican open up Burritos Mexican Grill? Like, that's the name?
What I'm saying,
that sounds like an Indian Mexican restaurant, what that is.
Well, wouldn't it be so funny if you call and you're like, can I please speak to the HR manager? And he's like, thank you for calling.
I know what you're doing tonight.
Literally, yes. I'm going to call some of these and be like, I need to talk to HR. I got to talk to HR. Thank you for calling Burritos Mexican Grill. How can I help you? And I'm like, oh, we figured it out. But I'm going to posit a different theory, Stephen. I'm going to say, what if You are the owner. You're Whitey McWhiterson in Georgia, and you own Burritos Mexican Grill. With this was in Georgia, right? And you own Burritos Mexican Grill, okay? And you're hiring illegals who don't speak English, and you need a way to communicate with them about their pay. You're like, I don't know where else to find a Spanish speaker. I gotta hire another Mexican. Hello? Steven?
You're asking me?
Yes.
Oh. I like that. I like that idea.
I think it's brilliant. Wait, you like the idea?
I don't like it. No, I think you're correct.
Might be.
Yeah.
Now I need to know. Inquiring minds want to know. If you guys would like to call these people up yourself and ask them as well, I wouldn't hate it. You can send me whatever you find out, sarahtips@blazemedia.com. I mean, I'm going to call some of them, but I'm running out of time, guys. I'm like spending all of my free time on this. sarahtips@blazemedia.com if you want to join in on the fun. Let me know what you find out. How's this for another one? Ice cream sales analyst. Yep.
That sounds like a job our kids would pick.
Yeah. And a lot of other Americans. We're very obese in this country. You mean to tell me we can't find there's no obese Americans who'd like to take the job title of ice cream sales analyst? Yes, let me try this one and see how much we should sell it for. I need another bite, please. Nope. Couldn't find one damn American soul to take the job of ice cream sales analyst, which, to be honest, really does sound like a dream job for Mars Wrigley Confectionery US LLC in Chicago, making $56,000. Had to give it to an H-1B. Now that one I don't even know where I would go with guessing the country of origin for that one. I'm just not even sure, but we're going to find out. I want to find out. I'm going to make it my new life's mission. To find out who the hell is stealing this ice cream sales analyst job from a 12-year-old American. Who is stealing the jobs from these poor American children who would literally, they would do it for free, by the way. They'd be like, you don't even have to pay me money. Actually, you can't pay a 12-year-old for a job, but 15, okay? You're telling me they would just do it for free. We're paying an H-1B worker. Can't do it. By the way, I'm not done. You thought I'm just getting started. Kindergarten teacher. Growing Tree Learning Center, Inc. in Saratoga, California. Couldn't find any kindergarten teachers here in this country. As an American, had to pay an H-1B $64,480 to teach kindergarten because, who else is going to know how to teach colors and shapes and numbers? No one in America could handle that. We had to import someone. We import all of these people and their families. You got to have someone to teach them, right? This is something that I've been speaking on for a while. Is this is the vicious cycle. You bring in an H-1B and the H-4 dependents get to come in. Well, the H-4 dependents, some of whom are children, can't speak a lick of English. So we got to solve that by importing more teachers to teach them and importing English teachers at Bright Star Schools in Los Angeles, California, $79,200. Couldn't find there's no American citizen in sight who could teach English. We speak it, and we have lots of teachers who can teach it. Not one good enough for Bright Star Schools in Los Angeles, California. They just couldn't figure it out. They couldn't find any talented American willing to speak English. Couldn't figure it out. This one might take the cake, though. Okay. Another English teacher. But the company is called Sing in Chinese. A company called Sing in Chinese needs an English teacher. And on top of that, they're going to pay them $64,480. Who the hell at USCIS and the Department of Labor saw this and rubber stamped it? I want to know, who is rubber stamping all of these jobs? Not only are they coming from overseas, teach us English. They're going to teach us English. You can't handle it. They can. Not only. See, I'm speaking quietly because I felt my blood pressure rising. And I was just on a phone call with a doctor. And she said, you need to control your stress. And I was like, how? How am I supposed to control my stress when this is what I do for a living? Maybe I could try art therapy. Maybe I would benefit from it. I don't know. But I'm just saying, not only are they bringing foreign workers to teach us our own language, they're also telling us how to speak our own language, because you apparently are doing it wrong. They're bringing in speech pathologists from Bilinguistics Inc. in Austin, Texas, at $90,000 to teach you how to speak English and speak it correctly. By the way, we can't find any athletic trainers either. No, the Ohio University, and I guess that's not a typo, it's not the Ohio State University. The Ohio University in Athens, Ohio is paying someone $45,492 to be their athletic trainer. So the country that dominates the Olympics every 4 years, we can't find a single solitary soul to be an athletic trainer. Or let me give you one more. This country has to import foreign workers to be the head coach instructor of wheelchair basketball at Steven?
Oh, man, I didn't see this. Oh, gosh.
Roll Tide. Roll Tide. Roll Tide, baby. The University of Alabama is paying someone $51,000 to be the head coach instructor of wheelchair basketball. Anyway, we had to cut a part from our past documentary. It was just, we was trying to find a place for it, and we didn't. But you know what? I thought now is the perfect time to share with you what we found here, literally right down the street.
Obviously, the point of the H-1B is to bring in highly skilled workers, right? They have a very, very unique skill set that you can't find here in American citizens. Therefore, you have to import them from somewhere else. And so one place you wouldn't necessarily expect to see sponsoring visas is a neighborhood Indian restaurant. This is Desi District. They have had 7 visas approved since 2022, which include market research analyst, food service manager, assistant food service manager, catering director, and chef. An immigration attorney actually said chef positions are really hard to qualify for H-1B visas. The Department of Labor lists them as requiring only a high school diploma, not the bachelor's degree needed for, quote, specialty occupations, and most immigration attorneys wouldn't even try. Guess they have a magical one.
We tried to get Desi District's public access files, but after repeated requests, you're going to be shocked to hear we still haven't gotten them, which is a big violation, as it turns out. Now they could face fines ranging from $1,000 to $35,000, or even be banned from participating in the H-1B program. Oh no, you'd hate to see that. Well, I am told that we've already found, my next guest has already found the Burritos Grill HR manager. Don't show me. I don't want to see it yet. Welcome to the show, Matthew Marsden, Blaze TV contributor and actor and producer extraordinaire, who was like just in the green room listening. And he was like, I'm going to check this out. So he did. And this is how easy it is, folks. You guys can just play along at home as well. And remember, send your tips like Matthew Marsden did. SarahTips@blazemedia.com. It's going to take all of us, okay? SarahTips@blazemedia.com. All right. Now, I'm just going to say it like this. Matthew Marsden found a LinkedIn profile of a man, I assume. Sorry, I don't know that to be true.
I think that's sexist and transphobic.
A person... a person who lists themselves as the Burritos Grill HR manager. Can we please see that picture? Roberto Leal. Oh, he doesn't even have a picture. Así soy yo. I knew it. I called that. I knew it was going to be from south of the border. And we also have for this, Belize. Okay, great. Belize. Yep. Mm-hmm. Just as I suspected, the white person who purchased and owns Burritos Mexican Grill, who that, yeah, that's about right. Yep. You definitely need an HR manager for what, $75,000 a year for a hole in the wall, probably subpar Mexican food restaurant. You know what? Let's also look. I mean, you couldn't make it up if you tried. I want to give you a chance to comment on this, Matt, and I'm going to look up Burrito Mexican Grill reviews because I bet it sucks too.
I didn't get that far. I mean, look, because it was hilarious, by the way. Hilarious, but so sad. As I said in the break, there I have my son trying to come in legally. He's been waiting for 4 years, and these people get the green light to come in. It's, the one thing it is doing is it's making the illegal Mexicans that come over and work, construction jobs, it's making them look fantastic right now because...
Truly.
Honestly, at least they work their asses off, and then you've got this. It's really disgusting. No, I just... As you were saying stuff, I was like, typing. I was like, now, I don't know if it's the person.
Well, that person lists themselves as that.
It does, but I don't know how many of them are there, how many...
Oh, yeah, Steven, put that place back on screen. Put the outside of the building back on screen. You mean to tell me, Matt, that this place, needs more than one HR manager? They got a lot of employees to manage. They need more than one HR manager. I mean, they could have a staff of 10, 12.
Probably.
How many HR managers do you think they need?
Do you even need a HR manager for 10?
I don't think so. I mean, a small business owner would probably put it on themselves, or there are services that you can use for $99 a month or whatever that you would want to save a lot of. $75,000 for a hole in the wall Mexican restaurant. That's a lot. That's a lot. Now I will say their menu does look good.
You like, I feel like I might have to go there just to try the fare.
Yeah. See,
does it look good?
Choose your canvas. You could choose a torta, too. Burrito bowl, taco salad.
Translate that for me. What is a torta?
I don't actually know. I mean, it's the bread.
Sandwich. It's a bread.
Yeah, it's the bread. They just put it on that. Look.
Delicious.
Sara Gonzales, you should know.
Look. Ooh, I'm doing magic right now.
Look at that.
See, so there's the torta, and then the burrito, and then...
They're very reasonably priced.
I know.
I'm kind of turning on
maybe you shouldn't investigate him.
Maybe Blaze needs to pay for me to go to Valdosta, Georgia to do a big investigation on Burritos Mexican Grill.
I think it's only fair. Give him a fair crack of the whip.
Oh, let me give you a definition of torta. Our tortas are served on authentic telera bread, a type of Mexican baguette, which we bake ourselves.
Sounds delicious.
It does. All right, I'm honestly kind of sold. But the HR manager can go home. We don't need Roberto Leal from Belize to manage all of these people.